In the lush green forest on the branch of an ancient tree lived a little sparrow. She had built her nest with dry twigs, soft grass, and a few feathers she had gathered. To her, that tiny nest was the whole world, a home that brought warmth and peace. Though she lived alone, without any companion, the sparrow still felt happy and content with her simple, quiet life deep inside the vast forest. One bright morning, as the sky shone clear and sunlight spread gently through the woods, a crow flew past the tree where the sparrow lived. As he passed, he noticed the neat, tidy little nest made of grass and twigs. Curious, the crow landed nearby. With a friendly voice, he greeted the sparrow and kindly asked about her well-being. His sweet, gentle words touched the lonely sparrow's heart, filling her with warmth and joy after so many silent days. From that day on, the crow and the sparrow began meeting every day. They talked for hours, shared their feelings, and flew together in search of food. Their companionship made the little sparrow feel less lonely, believing she had found a true friend. The crow always acted close and caring, while the sparrow slowly opened her heart after long days of solitude. The crow's attention and presence deepened her trust, and in her heart that trust grew stronger, until she truly believed he was her dearest friend. One afternoon, while searching for food, the crow and the sparrow reached a nearby village. In the courtyard of a house, bright red chilies were spread on a mat, catching the crow's sharp gaze. Nearby, hundreds of red ants crawled about busily. At once, the crow thought of a game and invited the sparrow to join. A contest to see who could eat the most chilies. He even set a strange condition. The winner would have the right to eat the loser. The sparrow hesitated for a moment, but thinking the crow was only joking, finally agreed. The contest began. The sparrow, honest by nature, pecked at the chilies one by one. The fiery spice burned her throat, yet she kept going. The crow, cunning and sly, only pretended to eat, while secretly hiding many chilies under the mat whenever the sparrow wasn't looking. Thanks to his trickery, he made it seem as if he had eaten far more. At last, the crow boasted proudly, declaring his victory. He shouted that the sparrow had lost and now belonged to him. The sparrow was stunned, realizing the crow's true deceitful nature. The crow's eyes gleamed with greed as he claimed the sparrow. Terrified but calm, the little sparrow cleverly replied, "Very well, you may eat me, but first go wash that filthy beak of yours. Who knows what dirt you've touched?" Blinded by greed, the crow suspected nothing and readily agreed. He flew straight to the river, asking for water to wash his beak. But the river refused, saying he must first bring a pot before it would give him water. So the crow hurried to the potter, begging for a clay pot. But the potter replied that he had no clay, and if the crow wanted a pot, he must bring soil. Off flew the crow to the fields, asking Mother Earth for soil. She refused, scolding him for feeding on filth and garbage, saying she would not let him dirty her land. If he wanted soil, he had to bring a hoe. Desperate, the crow then rushed to the blacksmith, pleading for a hoe. The blacksmith agreed, but only if the crow could bring fire to heat the furnace. In despair, the crow flew to a farmer's house. In the courtyard, the farmer's wife was cooking on a clay stove. The crow begged for fire, and carelessly the woman handed him a burning stick. The crow held it in his beak, but the flames flared up fiercely. In moments, his feathers caught fire. He flapped his wings frantically, but the more he struggled, the larger the fire grew, until his entire body was consumed. At last, the crow turned into nothing but ashes. Safe in her tiny nest, the sparrow watched it all and understood. Greed and deceit can only lead to destruction.